Well, hello and welcome to the churches of St Mary's and St Clair. I thought it'd be a good idea to give you a video update after our parish council meeting and joint wardens meeting on Thursday night regarding the updated plans regarding the potential amalgamation of the parishes of St Mary's and St Clair. Over the course of the year, we would have loved to have met up more often to go through these plans, but unfortunately during this time of lockdown, the best we really can do is these types of video updates, as well as making mention through our services through Zoom Church at St Mary's, as well as the Facebook Live service at St Clair about these particular updates, and I'll do that through the next couple of weeks as well. In terms of last Thursday's meeting, it was a great meeting between both churches' representatives to discuss the best way forward after 2022. Our aim is to amalgamate, and so we are putting a resolution through to the Parish Council of St Mary's and the Wardens meeting of St Clair with an official desire to amalgamate the parishes together. The name that we are putting forward will be the Parish of St Mary's and St Clair. That way we thought it communicates both our unity as well as the diversity of each particular area, so that each congregation within those churches can maintain the distinctive names of their buildings and the congregations as such. The other thing that we'll be doing is putting forward a proposal that between the amalgamation and the next AGM, which may only be a short period of time of a few weeks or a month or two, that the parish council will be made up of the wardens of both of those churches, with our current parish council of St Mary's being invited as bystanders who can participate and give their voice as well. So a great chance, hopefully, for everybody as much as possible who's been part of the process to continually be part of the process going forward. So what happens from now on is in September, each church holds a meeting itself at the Parish Council of St Mary's and the Wardens meeting of St Clair to officially propose and to make that proposal legal within each church. Once that is done, then it goes to the Western Region Council, and that Western Regional Council is chaired by the Bishop, and the aim of that is to basically look through our proposal and to agree that this is the best way forward. And once that is done, then it'll be officially ticked off between sort of October and towards the end of the year. As we've spoken about, one of our aims of the amalgamation is to have a better ministry mix to reach both suburbs and the surrounding areas. And one of those aims has been to both have a student minister for 2022 and a children's minister for 2022. And Evan and I have started that process of interviewing and discussing the role with a variety of people throughout the colleges of New South Wales. And our aim will be that once we get a list of people together, then to have an interview panel with the children's minister, so that both churches are part of the process of looking through who will be part of our ministry and staff mix into next year. Hopefully once lockdown is over, this process will be more easily able to be done. So the things that will change within the St Mary's and St Clair congregations are the finances will be merged into one account, so that the wardens of the church can run that particular set of accounts easily. The other thing that will change is we'll have one AGM, and that AGM hopefully will be able to be alternated to both sites to maintain the integrity of our desire to be unified as one church and with multiple congregations. We would like to have parish councillors and wardens from both churches, both congregations, as our AGM begins in early 2022 to again maintain that unity but also distinctiveness of each congregation. I think if you speak to the wardens of both churches and the Parish Council of St Mary's, they'll say that the process, they would have loved to have been more face-to-face and a chance to sort of hear from one another and talk with one another. But I think it has actually been a good process still, even though we haven't been able to do it as much face-to-face as possible, or run through the discussion points with everybody as much as we would have liked. But I can rest assured and we're with you to teach you and to help you know that your wardens and your parish councillors have, as much as humanly possible, wanted to discuss with one another, have wanted to flesh out both the potential side effects and negatives and positives over the last couple of months, and I think have universally and unanimously come to the conclusion that this amalgamation will be a benefit to both the churches of St Mary's and St Clair, and hopefully the surrounding areas. And so the aim will hopefully be that this process will be almost complete by the beginning of November, and then the process of changing the legal and financial information will occur from that point until hopefully into January. Our aim will then be to have a joint AGM in its normal time next year, where we can actually bring this to a great conclusion and then a new beginning. And that new beginning will be hopefully with the parish of St Mary's and St Clair doing ministry together as one church with multiple congregations with one vision to reach both areas with the gospel. Amen.